The cafeteria of the Interstellar Academy buzzed with the usual lunchtime chatter. Elsa watched from across the crystalline table as Leo settled into his seat, his human frame dwarfed by the towering Kralti beside him and the gelatinous Vexron that occupied 3 chairs to his left. "I still don't understand human dietary requirements," chirped Zix, a bird-like Avarian whose translator rendered her melodic speech into standard galactic. "Your species is so contradictory," Leo smiled, placing his lunch container on the table. "What do you mean?" "Well," Zix continued, her feathers ruffling with confusion, "humans claim to be peaceful. Herbivorous civilizations are peaceful. Carnivorous ones are aggressive. But Earth submitted documentation claiming humans are primarily plant eaters who occasionally consume nutrients." Elsa suppressed a laugh. She'd had this conversation a dozen times since arriving at the Academy 6 months ago. The Galactic Council had very specific ideas about species classification, and humanity had carefully worded their application to avoid the carnivore designation that would have marked them as potential threats. "We're omnivores," Elsa explained patiently. "We eat both plants and—" Yes, interrupted Krath, the massive reptilian whose species had evolved from ambush predators. "But the council records show humans consume mostly vegetation. Grains, fruits, vegetables. Animal protein is listed as supplementary, consumed perhaps once per solar cycle during ceremonial occasions." Leo's smile widened as he opened his lunchbox. The smell hit the table immediately. Zix's crest feathers shot straight up. The Vexron's translucent body rippled with shock. Even Krath, a species that had only abandoned carnivory 2,000 years ago, recoiled. Inside Leo's container sat a thick sandwich. But it wasn't the bread that caused the reaction. Layered between the slices were thin strips of cooked flesh, turkey, specifically along with bacon, cheese made from animal milk, and what appeared to be the embryonic secretions of avian creatures. That's flesh," Zix whispered, her translator barely functioning through her distress. "Multiple types of flesh." "It's a club sandwich," Leo said cheerfully, taking a large bite. "Turkey, bacon, egg, cheese. Pretty standard lunch, standard." The Vexron burbled, its form wobbling. "You eat this regularly?" Elsa decided to add fuel to the fire. She opened her own lunchbox, revealing a container of beef stew, chunks of meat swimming in rich gravy alongside potatoes and carrots. "Most humans eat meat every day," she said casually. "Sometimes multiple times per day." The table fell silent except for the sounds of Leo chewing. Krath's vertical pupils dilated. "But your application to the Galactic Council." It said animal protein was supplementary to our diet," Elsa interrupted. "Which is technically true. We can't survive on meat alone. We need vegetables too. But calling it occasional was creative interpretation." "How creative?" Zix asked weakly. Leo swallowed his bite. "Well, on Earth, the average person eats about 50 kilograms of meat per year. Chicken, beef, pork, fish, lamb, about 50 kilograms. Krath's tail lashed in agitation. "That's more than I consume, and my species only stopped hunting 3 millennia ago. We still struggle with our predatory instincts." "Yeah, but you guys only eat meat at religious ceremonies now, right?" Leo asked, taking another bite. "We just eat it. Lunch, dinner, sometimes breakfast. Barbecues on weekends. It's normal." The Vexron made a sound like water gurgling down a drain. "Your species falsified your application." "No," Elsa said firmly. "We gave accurate information. We just emphasized certain aspects. Plant matter forms the base of most meals. Meat is supplementary in that sense. We simply didn't elaborate on frequency." Zix's translator squawked. "Your people are apex predators." "Were," Leo corrected. "We haven't had to hunt for survival in centuries. We farm our meat now. Engineer it even. Grow it in labs. This seemed to disturb them more." "You industrialize killing?" Krath rumbled. "We industrialized food production," Elsa countered. "Billions of humans need to eat. We optimized the process." Leo pulled out a bag of chips, fried potato slices cooked in animal fat, and offered them around the table. No one accepted. "This explains so much," Zix said quietly. "Human military tactics. Your tolerance for violence and entertainment. The way your diplomats negotiate. Always circling, watching for weakness." "We're not monsters," Elsa said, her voice gentle but firm. "Yes, we evolved as hunters. Yes, we still eat meat. But we also domesticated animals. built civilizations, created art and music and philosophy. We're complex. The galaxy fears carnivorous species, the Vexron said. We've seen what they become. The Kralax Empire, the Tooth Clans, predators who see other species as prey. We're not them, Leo said, setting down his sandwich. Yes, our ancestors hunted, but they also learned cooperation. Humans are pack hunters, we work together. That's our strength. We don't see you as prey. We see you as packmates. Krath studied Leo with new eyes. You're a species of persistence hunters, aren't you? I've read the reports. Humans can track prey for days across impossible distances. You don't have claws or venom or strength. You just don't stop. Basically, Elsa admitted. Terrifying, Zix whispered. Leo laughed. We're also the species that cries at sad movies and keeps tiny versions of predatory animals in our homes as emotional support. We contain multitudes. Elsa pulled out dessert, a chocolate bar. Want to know what this is made of? Please no, the Vexron gurgled. But around the table something had shifted. Fear remained, yes, but also a grudging respect. Humans had walked softly into the galactic community, had downplayed their predatory nature, had proven themselves valuable allies and friends, and they'd done it while eating bacon sandwiches for lunch. Zix finally spoke. I suppose every species has its secrets. Not secrets, Leo said. Just selective truth. We're exactly what we claimed to be. We just didn't mention how enthusiastically we pursue the meat-eating part. Krath's tail settled. Your people are dangerous. Potentially, Elsa agreed. But we choose not to be. That's what matters, Leo held up his sandwich. Besides, we have better things to hunt these days. Like really good lunch spots, the tension broke. Even Zix managed a chirping laugh. As the lunch period ended and students dispersed, Leo caught Elsa's eye and grinned. Humanity had earned its place among the stars not by hiding what they were, but by proving that ancient instincts could coexist with modern values, even if it meant occasionally horrifying their alien friends with turkey clubs.